matters. The gladiators for the 2024 Edo State Governorship Election are emerging. A member of the House of Representatives, Dennis Idahosa, has emerged as the candidate of the All Progressives Congress APC for the 21st of September governorship election in the state. The chairman of the Edo APC Governorship Primary Election Committee and governor of Imo State, Uzodinma, announced the results at the end of the primary in Benin on Saturday. Idahosa defeated 8 other aspirants in the race. Let's hear from Governor Uzodinma. We're back to discuss this.
Of the 12 aspirants that contested for these primaries, we have in this order Prince Clem Abba, who scored 100 votes. Senator Monday Ebolo, 100 votes. Honorable Dekari Anemero, 230 votes. Pastor Osage Ezi Iyamu, who withdrew but yet got 2 votes. Engineer Gideon Ikine, 700 votes. Colonel David Imuse, retired, 400 votes. Charles Ahewere, 162 votes. Professor Osame Osumbo, 180 votes. Blessing Abomere, 50 votes. Honorable Dennis Idahosa, 40,453 votes. Ernest Afolabi Umakihe, 2 votes. And His Excellency Lucky Imasore, who withdrew, 2 votes. This is here, therefore, to certify that Honorable Dennis Idahosa, having scored the highest number of votes cast, is hereby declared the winner of the primaries and is returned as the candidate of All Progressive Congress for the coming election. Please, can you allow us to complete our program?
Governor Hope Uzodinma speaking there. Biko, any surprises?
Well, I expected the APC to be more united than what I've seen. But again, it shouldn't have come as a surprise to anyone because before the primaries, it was clear that the party was already divided. Ize Yamu and Oshomole appear to be fighting for the soul of the party. And the faction of the party that produced Idahosa is the faction loyal to Oshomole, who had screened out some of the people who are aspirants earlier on. So the way it is now, they are going to go to the election a divided house. But unfortunately or fortunately for them, the PDP is not better.
So united.
Because you can see the deputy governor is interested in contesting. His boss is bent on stopping him. I think that man will do whatever it takes to stop Shuaibu from becoming the standard bearer of the party. And from even the Congress of the PDP that was organized and purportedly supervised by the governor of Enugu State, we will see that everything is being done to ensure that the candidate from the governor's side eventually carries the day, because when while they were waiting to see the Enugu governor, who was supposed to supervise the world congresses, they had that the exercise had come to an end without them even setting their eyes on the governor. When you have that kind of situation, of course, you know where it will all end. This APC primary election will end up in the courts, and the courts will decide, the courts and the INEC will decide which one is the mainstream faction of the party, because the mainstream faction, the faction that controls the mainstream, will be the one permitted to present candidates in the election. So, as things stand, Izeyamu does not is not on the same side with Oshomole, and they have their own candidate. Monday was said to be someone very close to Mr. Fixit. Back then, it was one of his loyalists. That's Aneni, former Minister of Works. You know? So, and then of course, Idahosa is an House of Reps member. It is the primaries of that faction that the governor of Imo State came to supervise. What we can't deny is that the party is divided into two. Some aspirants that didn't like the way Oshomole has conducted the exercise, the screening, and the rest of them, they are pitching their tent with Izeyamu. And that is potentially harmful to the party, because at the end of the day, you are fighting against an incumbent, you are contesting against the PDP that has been in power for nearly 8 years now. The best chance you have is to put your house in order. So if you can't put your house in order to confront the ruling party with all the strength that you've got, then the outcome of the election should not come to them as a surprise. Maybe they still have time to put things in order. They are telling us that Idahosa polled 40,453 votes. We wait to see what happens in the coming days.
Again, other aspirants have vowed to challenge this result.
Yes, you know, our politicians, they don't learn. It has always been the problem, all over. Nigerian politicians, I'm not talking of politicians from other countries, Nigerian politicians. What's playing out in, or what played out in APC, or what is playing out in APC also happened just about 8 years ago. Remember vividly, during the time of when Godswin Obaseki, the problem he had with the same Adams Oshomole that made him to leave APC for PDP. And we saw the outcome. Now, some of these aspirants felt that Adams Oshomole practically hijacked the system, and there was no fair playing ground, and they just wish that they just have to leave. You could see that even my governor, who supervised the election, even mentioned the name of Izeyamu as scoring, I don't know how many votes that he said.
What did
It wasn't there.
They said that he also mentioned.
You know, even the way they attacked the press was what.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know why they will bring the press into their squabbles.
I don't know. We are always but we're always the fall boy when it comes to issues like this. They will always find at the end of it
people's computers
and breaking their and the rest of them. But my personal opinion, let me even say one. That was part of the one I felt really bad was one of the contestants who withdrew because his son was killed in the United States. I'm sure you heard of it. Just at the last minute. Because you heard of that. He withdrew at the last moment. And I think my heart goes out to him and his family, his grieving period. But as Biko said, this will go to the courts. And this has happened over and over again. It happens in Zamfara. It happens in so many. But even when you're talking of APC, the PDP is not faring better. They also have their own problem. Then even Labour. Even the Labour, yes, even Labour. Even Labour.
But this one, you know, the acting chairman of the party appears to be on Uzodinma's side.
That is it.
I don't know what that portends in the final analysis.
You know, so because they are still going to take this result. It's still going to be taken to the NWC or so of APC to be able to. But what I'm saying about Labour, even Labour, they are having their own issues. You know that the national chairman of Labour Party is from Edo State. And there's been some kind of insinuation that he also is interested in the governorship of Labour Party in Edo State. And some candidates are already feeling that there's no playing ground. So if you look at the three major parties, Labour, APC, PDP, we don't know what to bet. Let us wait and see whether they'll be able to resolve this. We still have some few months before the election. But the way it's going, Edo is not, they are not finding it funny as far as this issue is concerned.
All right, Biko, final take on this.
Yeah, you know, anything can happen. It's still a long time before the election. Maybe some of those aggrieved guys in the APC can be convinced to come back. You know, maybe not. Politics is a very interesting, interest-driven game. Otherwise, you couldn't have expected that an Uzodinma, that Oshiomhole abused. 4 years later, he became his candidate. No, and he was campaigning for him all over the place. 4 years again after, he has become someone that Oshiomhole does not want to see. Oshiomhole has a different person in mind. And the way APC is structured, a former governor in a state where the party does not have the sitting governor, a former governor is the leader of the party. So Oshiomhole is exercising that power of the leader of the party. And for someone that they used the courts to even chase him out of the chairmanship of the party, he feels at this time that, look, whatever it takes, he has to take control of the party and ensure that it's his own favored candidate that emerges as the chairman. It will seem like he has the support of many big people in the party, including governors, probably the president and all that. So that is how the thing is shaping up. Who sent talks to disrupt the announcement?
Kindly hold on with that thought. We'll discuss that after taking Usman Adam from Zaria. Good afternoon, Usman. Usman, are you there? Good afternoon to you. Welcome to Journalist Hangout.
Good afternoon, ma.
Please go ahead with your contribution.
Please, I want to speak about this Edo State election.
Please go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon, ma. About this issue of security, Kudile told about that when they dismiss a soldier, they're supposed to collect his uniform and his ID card. Most of the soldiers are dismissing presently right now. They will just dismiss them in the unit without handing it over to police. At the end of the day, you will see them smoking around. When the police went there, they started on to arrest the policemen himself, and you will be seeing gunpowder ammunition in their pocket. They're supposed to hand over them to police, let the police take the proper channel with them. So anything they want to do there, but the military will just dismiss them from the unit and they will just allow them go like that. From there, they started forming their own gang.
Thank you, Usman. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. So, Bikio.
Yeah. So the question I'm asking is, who are the people who sent talks to disrupt the collation and announcement of results of the other faction? That is the Uzodinma faction. It must have been the other side. And what were they trying to achieve? To give the impression that there is only one side to the contest. But we all know that it's not a case of one side to the contest now. We have Uzodinma and other people thinking like him on one side against Oshomole as the leader of the party in the state, and the governor of Imo State, who was told by the National Director of the party to conduct the primaries, and his deputy, the governor of Cross River State. So this is the situation. The parties divided. It showed, because at the time after they disrupted their collation, they went to another venue where they announced Monday Okwehoho as the candidate of their faction. So what you call parallel primaries was what happened in Edo State. I won't be surprised if that same pattern, if we have another parallel primaries in case of the PDP. I won't be surprised at all, given what had transpired between the deputy governor and his boss, Obaseki. In fact, there was a video that I saw in which he was going and shaking people's hands. Once he got to Obaseki just did like this.
Yes, it was at the inauguration. The second term inauguration of Idahosa State Governor.
I mean, we'll be here to monitor how the story finally unfolds. Let's move on to our final story for tonight. Right. So the call for Nigeria today